sports. It's in the game.
There's no doubt about it now. This guy has to be in the All-Madden team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Lawrence will throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Edwards. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 47 yards. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
From the gun, Bigsby.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They run once more with Edwards.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards
taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
No, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28 as they've got it as we resume action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes guys that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Jackson eluding the pressure right.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Taken in at the 22. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
They go play action with Hurts. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. In motion left goes Smith.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 33 yards.
And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. Had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
39 yards.
And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been... A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Baltimore, and even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Edwards, touchdown, Baltimore. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate, and he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On the handoff, Edwards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is Edwards. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Play action. Now Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action with Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Now it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First carry for Elijah Mitchell. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Oh, still brings it in. Off the tip here on the deep shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes those tip balls turn out to be like a pinball. Just bounce all over the place. Everyone's got to go up and get it. In this case...
Well, we talk about tip drills for defensive players like you, but what about the offensive guys? They do any tip drills?
I think they work on it as well, oftentimes in the Hail Mary situations, because you're actually counting on a ball being tipped to give you an extra chance to catch it. They use that training well.
Jackson now.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Edwards. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Second down and 3. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. On first down, Purdy. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go play action here. Purdy. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Purdy now to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 27 yards. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. They go with McCaffrey. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is taken in at the 5. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 49 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rolling to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but that'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Purdy will throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
That sack doesn't change their offensive game plan. They always want to air it out and try and get the ball downfield quickly. They're going to have to block a little bit better, though, because the urgency and pressure just increase. Twice the distance now just to get a first down, and one less down to try and get it.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Edwards now on 1st and 10.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
2nd down, goal to go. Again, it'll be Edwards.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well,
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Goff now looking to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Play action. It's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 69 yards.
And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Baltimore. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throw caught by Flowers. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On the handoff, Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Goff. Wright's got it. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Goff now to throw. Right side to Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Matabike working his way to the quarterback that time. Gone. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. It's caught on the right side, Williams.
Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he fends him off. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a handoff, Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 72 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Badgley's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Partners back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Here's Edwards again on second down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 40 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposites.
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Here's Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 23. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick. And a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Now 2nd and 3. Another run with Mitchell.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Jackson on first down.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
How about this? Racing to the end zone.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins. 84 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
That's taken on the 25. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson.
That is caught. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 59 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They run once more with Edwards. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. He hasn't really had a game to remember, but that conversion right there is something to hang his hat on late.
It certainly is. In these situations, what you're really looking for is the guy who's not worried about his stats, not worried they didn't get 100 yards in a game, but will make that dirty, gritty run that you have to close the game out, as we just saw there.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
60 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it'll be Edwards. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Gus Edwards.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
There he goes left side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 47 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Flowers. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously deciding. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Give running right is Mitchell.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. The slot man in motion right. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First down, here's Mitchell. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. One more time with Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. Off play action. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. 20, down to the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Play action. It's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Down to about the 22 here. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Edwards. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He's got it. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run over center with Mitchell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Mitchell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those guys downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They still can't get it.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to...
It got his man complete. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson.
That is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is
is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick-6, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.